Good afternoon, everybody. This is your favorite fish biologist on YouTube. Good afternoon, everybody. Wow, we got feedback here. What's going on? Okay, let's see. On YouTube. Nope, that's. Good afternoon, everybody. Wow, we got feedback here. What's going on? Okay, okay, so there. Wow, we've had triple feedback. So, good day, everybody. Good evening. In the case of Joe Haney, good evening. Hello there, Linda Worth, 3G. Just want to let you know we're having some thunderstorms today, some major thunderstorms with some rain. So we've been losing internet off and on all morning long. So don't be surprised if you lose us. If you lose us, we'll try to get back on. Takes a few minutes for Elon and his Starlink to kick back in. So, but we'll be here. We'll be here for about an hour. So let me just say good day to all those who are in chat. Good day to the workers. Again, Linda Worth, Joe Haney, 3G, Vinaski, Amisa. Welcome, you all. Welcome to today. So today, I'm going to give you a few updates on what's been happening here at the Research Center, and I'll tell you about my back in a bit. The tanks are here. Yay! We have tanks, and we're putting in glass right now. Unfortunately, Carlos broke one of the pieces of glass, and so we have to order another panel. It's a triple panel piece that will be here in about 20 days. So we have the glass in all the tanks except that one. It's a double pane or double windowed unit, 12 feet long with a separating bar in the middle. So we need to put that one in there. So other than that, things are going smoothly here. What we want to do today is we want to give you guys time and introduce you to our resident director here in Peru. We're going to do a little bit different today because we're going to have a translator. Carlos's English is about as good as my Russian. So I know 2 or 3 words in Russian. Carlos knows 2 or 3 words in English. We communicate because we have a language called ARCOFism. So we make up our own language here between him and I, and we communicate just well. So let's bring in Carlos Chupiando with his translator, Evan Cerro. You all were introduced to Evan a couple weeks ago. I haven't been streaming since then because of my back, so update on my back. My wife returned from the U.S. She brought me some of my original medicine that I have for nerve pain and also steroid pack. I've been taking those since Monday. Yeah, she got it here on Sunday. So Monday, and it's doing okay. I can sit for 5, 6, 7, maybe 20 minutes before where I couldn't sit, but still I have problems when I stand. So we're going to see how it goes. So with that, we're going to say, hi, Carlos. Good day.
Hola, ¿cómo estás, Antonio? Muy buenos
muy
días.
Bien. Buenos días. ¿Por qué no inglés?
En inglés,
I
intenta.
know speak English.
He don't speak English. So that's his best English that he has. So we're going to Carlos is going to give his history, how we found each other, how we fell in love.
Ustedes conocieron.
And make sure you translate how we fell in love too.
Y cómo ustedes se enamoraron.
Okay.
And if anybody has any questions in the chat, please feel free. We'll relay those things to Carlos, and he'll try to do the best he can. So, Carlos, tell us your history.
Díganos tu historia.
Hola, ¿cómo están? Muy buenos días. Bueno, mi historia empezó desde muy joven. Este hobby de los peces ornamentales data ya de muchos años. Yo empecé con esto desde los 12 años.
Yeah.
Naive.
His story started very young, and he's always been working with the ornamental fish since 12, dijiste?
Sí.
Since he was 12 years old.
And,
Continuamos. Ah.
¿qué más?
No, ya, continuamos.
Ok, entonces desde ahí he tenido la oportunidad de conocer las empresas de exportación de peces ornamentales, del cual frecuentaba mucho desde niño.
And since then, he's had the opportunity to meet and conocer y trabajar, o no más conocer.
Conocer.
And to know the big exporting businesses from here.
Sí, he tenido la oportunidad de conocer a los técnicos de acuarios y sobre todo a los empresarios desde ese entonces. Entonces, a partir de los 16 años ya empecé mi vida a trabajar en esos acuarios como ayudante.
He had a lot of opportunities to meet some technicians, aquarium makers, and the workers and los dueños de los empresarios, ¿no?
Sí.
And the owners of the businesses. And then since he was 16 años, since he was 16, he started his career in the ornamental business.
Exactamente. Y desde ahí he tenido la oportunidad de conocer un amigo en común que vino a Perú desde Alemania para hacer una empresa de exportación en ese entonces.
Yeah, and then since then he's met a friend from Alemania,
Yes.
from Germany, that came here que vino acá para empezar una empresa, ¿no?
De exportación.
Sí, and then he came here, and his German friend came here to Peru to make a business of exportation.
Sí, y de ahí en mi vida en el tema del manejo de peces ornamentales han madurado mucho. Tal es así de que desde ahí he empezado a conocer mucho de los peces ornamentales.
And since then he's matured a lot, and he's learned more and more about the ornamental fish.
Sí, pasa que los peces ornamentales del medio natural acá en Amazonía peruana, el manejo es muy diferente con los peces de criadero, ¿verdad? De criaderos de Asia, Estados Unidos, ¿no? Y de países desarrollados que están produciendo peces. Los peces nativos, el manejo es muy diferente.
The whole aspect of the fish from here, from the Amazon, the ornamental fish from the Amazon, is very different from people in Asia and America. How would you say that? What would you call a fish breed? From the breeders in Asia, in America, it's a very different business.
Sí, y ese desconocimiento que se tiene sobre los peces, entonces me ha motivado a estudiar en la universidad la carrera de biología, del cual he aprendido mucho.
And this misunderstanding of fish it motivated Carlos to go to the university and study biology. Biología, ¿ya?
Exacto. Sí, y a partir de ahí mi vida en el tema del manejo de los peces ha mejorado bastante porque he hecho una recopilación de mi vida profesional y mi vida del trabajo con los peces ornamentales.
De nuevo.
Sí, desde ahí mi vida ha cambiado bastante porque he compatibilizado el estudio con el manejo en teoría.
Since then, his life has changed a lot, and he's grown a lot because he was able to implement both the studying part to the empresa, ¿no?
Sí.
And he was able to combine them and build a business.
Sí, y desde ese entonces, pues, personalmente he creado protocolos del manejo de peces ornamentales en Amazonía peruana.
¿Qué es protocolos?
O sea, he creado
Protocol.
técnicas
Mm.
apropiadas para el manejo local de peces
And since
ornamentales.
then, Carlos has made the guidelines, you would say,
The protocols.
protocols for
Yeah.
the breeders here in the Amazon.
Sí, he tenido la oportunidad de gerenciar muchas empresas de exportación de peces ornamentales.
Yeah, he's had the opportunity to herencia, dijiste.
He gerenciado, he sido gerente de muchas empresas de exportación.
Okay. Just to be able to work with big exporters from Iquitos, dijiste.
Sí.
Sí.
Okay.
De Iquitos, from
Okay, go ahead. I want to
From
ask him a
Iquitos.
question. Yeah. So, has he ever worked for government facilities here in Peru?
Don Antonio está preguntando si tú has trabajado para quién, for who?
Del
The
gobierno.
government research.
Gobierno. Sí.
Sí, a partir de ese conocimiento he tenido la oportunidad también de trabajar para el gobierno local en un centro de investigación de peces. He tenido la oportunidad de estar en un proyecto muy grande. Esa empresa nacional era el Fondepez, que era una empresa que se dedicaba básicamente al estudio y reproducción de peces ornamentales y peces de consumo también.
Apart from his work here, not here, I mean, but apart from his work with the breeders and things, he's had the opportunity to work with the government in, ¿cómo se llama?
Fondepez.
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 Mm.
Yeah.
¿Y qué hiciste con ellos?
He realizado muchos trabajos de investigación en
He
peces.
did a lot of investigations of fit, or what would you call that? Investigate. That's not the right
Research.
word, right?
Research.
He's done a lot of research with the fish with this fundepez. ¿Dijiste?
Fondepez.
Fundepez. He's done a
yeah.
lot of research with
Mhm.
this governmental organization.
Sí,
Okay.
y mi
And so-
vida de ahí nunca ha terminado en el tema de peces. Todo el tiempo he vivido trabajando con los peces hasta la actualidad.
His life is never the fish part of his life has never changed. He's always been working with the fish.
Sí, entre el 2008 y el 2009 he tenido la oportunidad de conocer una persona muy importante para mi vida profesional.
In 2008 to 2009, he had the opportunity to meet someone very important to his professional life.
Sí, y esa persona es Anthony Macerol, doctor, ¿no?
And this person is Dr. Awesome Anthony Mazerol.
Sí, que se ha convertido en un gran amigo y mi jefe ahora, porque estamos en un proyecto muy importante en estos momentos.
And he's been converted into one of Carlos's good friends, and now his boss with this project they're working on.
I wouldn't say his boss, but we
Es
know
que-
who,
that's what he said.
you
He
know
said,
who the
"Yo-
real boss is. Ask him who the real boss is.
¿Quién es la jefa real?"
La jefa real es René Macero.
Yes.
You like
My
how
wife
when I
is the
asked
real
him,
boss.
he said,
Yeah,
"Jefa,
I'm not the
there's no
boss."
jefe, there's no jefe, it's la jefa.
Okay, so es todo. Todo bien. Well, I do want to ask him, how many years did he work for the exporters here in Iquitos?
¿Cuántos años trabajaste acá para las empresas de exportación?
Más de 22 años he trabajado para las empresas de exportación.
More than 22 years, Carlos has worked for the fish exporters here in
Yeah,
Iquitos.
he was the general manager for the largest fish exporter out of Peru.
Stingray.
Where he was on call for 24 hours a day. You don't have to translate that to him, but I'm just telling.
Is it Stingray?
Yeah, Stingray. Yeah. But now it's called Aqua Trade, or they change their names every couple of years for tax purposes here in Peru. So you never know what their name is at the time. So what's his favorite fish to keep? Carlos is an aquarium keeper, even though his wife won't let him have aquariums in the house.
Did you say what's his favorite fish to eat?
To keep.
¿Cuál es
have
tu
in an
favorite
aquarium.
Para cuidar, para cultivar?
Ok, desde mucho tiempo, desde muy niño, me ha gustado crear apistogramas, en el cual este grande grupo de peces se ha convertido en mis peces favoritos, los apistogramas.
Since he was young, he's always loved the apistogrammas, and still became his favorite fish, or family fish, whatever it is.
So, if he had his choice of any fish to keep, what we would call the bucket list fish, what fish would it be?
Si tú pudieras elegir cualquier pez para tener, ¿cuál sería?
Ok, durante toda mi vida yo he empezado a criar peces, pero el pez que más me ha impresionado en el tiempo es de todo el mundo es el apistograma ramirez, en el cual
baboso, es no apistograma.
Es
de todo el mundo, agua dulce, agua marino.
Microgeophagus ramirezi. Bueno, normalmente en Latinoamérica se le conoce como el apistograma ramirezi, ¿no? Pero en realidad no es un apistograma, ha pasado a ser un microgeófagus, en el cual he reproducido muchas variedades de apistograma.
So since he was young,
I translate that because I'm going to add some more. So his favorite fish of all really is rams. But Carlos is one of these people who likes all types of rams. So he likes balloon rams, which I think should be outlawed. He likes,
what is it called?
Balloon.
No, the
balón.
Rams de balón.
Ram, R-A-M.
Yeah, R-A-M. That's the name of the fish. He likes longfin rams. He likes yellow golden rams. He likes blue rams. All kinds of rams. So he doesn't discriminate for the different types of rams. He used to produce in his land a ram that probably was the most beautiful ram I've ever seen in my life. It was a red-bodied ram. So it was a type of German blue ram, but for some reason he stopped breeding them.
No viven acá.
No más acá en tu terreno.
No more.
Yeah, and so I could shoot him because those were the most beautiful rams ever, and I would export a few into the U.S. and people just went crazy over them, but he just got tired of them. So it was something that type of ram that is now lost, and it was a beautiful ram. So we have a question in the chat, and it's from Joe Haney. He says, how have the facilities here at ARCOF changed since Carlos has been part of the team here?
¿Cómo ha cambiado el ARCOF desde que llegaste acá?
En realidad, con las ideas que se ha generado a través de la gran jefa René y Antonio, ha cambiado bastante. Este intercambio de conocimientos de Anthony y mi persona ha hecho que ARCOF tenga un buen rumbo a partir de entonces.
In reality, with René and Anthony, it's changed a lot with him because there's a lot of sharing of ideas from two biologists. And ¿qué dijiste al fin?
Las cosas han cambiado bastante, ¿no?
Things have changed a lot.
Sí, porque tenemos ideas en común. Anthony tenía el gran sueño de hacer un centro de investigación.
Dr. Antonio had the grand idea to make a research center.
Y era prácticamente la idea en común que yo siempre soñaba tener, participar de un centro de investigación.
And this is basically the same dream that Carlos has always had for himself too.
Sí, y eso ha hecho que en ARCOF se genere muchas ideas, sobre todo de investigación y el apoyo que se tiene que dar a muchos pescadores que, a pesar de que ya han trabajado muchos años, el trabajo es deficiente todavía para ellos.
They're making a lot of ideas from ARCOF here, and
no, estamos viendo.
¿Y qué dijiste al fin?
Y eso ha hecho que a pesar de los años que ellos vienen trabajando con peces, no tengan todavía un manejo claro sobre estos peces. Entonces, la oportunidad que les está dando ARCOF a ellos de enseñarles al manejo de los peces.
And although Carlos has all this work with all this studying and knowledge with his life, he doesn't have an exact view of what he wants to do with the fish, and he's saying that ARCOF is giving the people here an opportunity to do something with like he's always wanted to do.
Sí, y ARCOF se está convirtiendo en un centro de investigación muy importante en Amazonía peruana.
And Carlos is saying that ARCOF is now being converted into a very, very reputable, and what did you say? Okay.
Centro muy importante.
A very important center here in the Amazon for the research.
No solamente porque está ayudando a los pescadores, a
Not
las
only
empresas,
because it's helping the fishermen and the businesses,
sino que también se está apoyando mucho y asesorando a estudiantes de la universidad local.
and it's also helping a lot of students from the university, UNAP. Okay,
Sí.
what does UNAP stand for?
The National University of Peru in the Amazon.
And there's a lot of students that come here and work with Carlos here
Sí.
from that university.
Sí, y algo muy importante también que ha entrado a un tema de ARCOF es el trabajo de educación ambiental con los niños. Es un tema muy importante para ARCOF y para la Amazonía en general.
And something very important that ARCOF has been implementing is teachings of environmental awareness for children here. And he's saying this is very important for the world and the Amazon especially.
Eso se ha convertido en un reto muy importante para ARCOF, dado a que a través de los niños tenemos que generar conciencia del problema que está generando la contaminación.
And he's saying with the children that we're trying to reach here at ARCOF, we're trying to get them to understand the knowledge of contamination that they're doing here to the Amazon and how it's bad for the environment and bad for the fish.
Okay.
Okay, tu hijo,
Yeah.
dime Black
Hi,
Ram.
Chris.
Saluda, Chris.
Chris Leonardo Chucupiando is Carlos's son who works here with us here at the center, and he says that his father likes black rams. I did bring him a pair of black rams. They weren't they were the type of black rams that the black was not fixed, so all they did was produce the yellow babies. So, you know, we need to find black rams that produce black ram babies, the double dark rams.
Muy bonito.
Sí, muy bonito.
Sí, but the cría es amarillo.
Sí, sí, es mixto.
Yeah.
Entonces, bajo esa temática del trabajo en el tiempo y la experiencia que tiene Anthony en el manejo de peces también, está haciendo que seamos considerados como un referente en temas de peces ornamentales en Amazonía peruana en la actualidad.
De nuevo.
Bajo esa experiencia que tenemos en el tema de peces ornamentales, Anthony y yo, entonces nos estamos convirtiendo como un referente en esos temas importantes en Amazonía peruana.
¿Qué significa referente?
Referentes es como decir que conocemos mucho de peces ornamentales.
He's saying with their combined knowledge of Dr. Anthony and Carlos, they've been building together a lot of knowledge about the ornamental fish of the Amazon in Peru.
Sí, que en realidad no se sabe mucho, ¿no? Hay mucho que investigar y por eso es que se ha formado ARCOF para investigar.
There's a lot to investigate, research here in the Amazon. Yeah, buena pregunta. And that's why ARCOF has been built. And what would you have to say about that?
Well, I'm only here a few months out of the year, and I don't even interact with as many people as Carlos. So Carlos,
not to this question. What would you say to what he just said about how with your guys' there's like a lot to investigate here, a lot to research here.
Oh yeah, there's you can look at just what new fish they're finding. They're going out to new regions here in Peru, and we have 5 or 6 species, undescribed species, here at the research center right now. So just trying to figure out what's here is really important. You need to know what's here to see what impacts we're having. A lot of our work that we're doing with the gouramis, the gouramis have been here for 30 years. So it's kind of hard to tell what the impacts they're really having because the impacts have already been done.
Okay. Now this question from Amisa.
Yeah, translate that question from Amisa, yes.
Okay, una pregunta de Amisa. Está preguntando si tú has visto un cambio en la actitud de los pescadores acá entre entre 2 o 20 años, desde que tú estabas acá trabajando, ¿no?
Sí.
¿Tú has visto un cambio?
¿Por conservación o no? ¿Más conservación ahora o no?
Ok, a partir de, en realidad, el tema de exportación de peces ornamentales ya data de 7 décadas más o menos.
El ornamental fish exportation's been around for how many? ¿Cuántas décadas?
70 años.
70.
Sí.
Joder.
Entonces, en todo ese tiempo se ha venido solamente extrayendo peces ornamentales. Entonces, ARCOF tiene ya más o menos constituido formalmente como 5 años atrás, formalmente. Entonces, ha ido concientizando a los pescadores de la importancia de la sostenibilidad de los peces. A raíz de eso, los pescadores están cambiando su manera de cómo proteger el recurso de peces ornamentales del medio natural.
En los recién 5 años.
Sí, sí.
So he's saying in reality, ARCOF has only been here for 5 years. Is that correct?
Yeah, as a recognized center, yes.
Yeah. And so in the past 5 years, the big thing that Carlos has been trying to teach them is the importance of sustainability. And he said that there's been, within the recent years, there's been a lot of fishermen that he's known that have been changing their ways and becoming more sustainable with their methodology of catching fish and exporting the fish.
So has he seen fish disappearing?
¿Tú has
Some
visto
species becoming, very rare to collect now?
¿Tú has visto pues tú has visto que estamos perdiendo peces? Es claro que estamos perdiendo peces. Tú puedes ver eso acá.
Definitivamente. Mucho antes los peces estaban muy cerca de la ciudad, ¿no?
Yeah.
Pero ahora los pescadores cada vez están yendo más lejos a pescar.
He's saying yes, it's very clear in the fish that the fish that they've been exporting for 70 years they used to be very close to the city, and now they've been getting pushed back further and further and further into the backwaters of the Amazon, the Nanay and the Taya, and they've been having to travel further to get the fish.
Sí, es por eso que ARCOF está ayudando a los pescadores a formular proyectos de manejo del recurso de peces ornamentales.
And for this reason, ARCOF is working with the fishermen. ¿Para hacer qué?
Para hacer planes de manejo.
Management plans of getting the fish, exporting the fish.
Y en la actualidad tenemos como ARCOF, tenemos apoyando a dos grupos de pescadores, 2 grandes grupos con planes de manejo para la colecta de estos recursos.
As ARCOF, they're working with 2 big, ¿dos qué?
2 proyectos de planes de manejo.
2 big projects with management, like programs with people.
With two big, large fishing associations.
Yeah.
Two large fishing, associations. I mean, that's what they are. ¿Qué más? Applesauce.
Yo iba a decir eso
Ok,
también.
ok, entonces a raíz de eso, los pescadores ya son conscientes de que realmente el recurso cada vez se está deteriorando. Entonces ya es el momento de manejar el recurso. Es por eso que siempre ya están viniendo a ARCOF para recibir asesoramiento.
He's saying that at the root of it all, the fishermen know what's happening and they know that they're losing the fish. And that's why they're coming to ARCOF to look for help and look for resources.
Okay.
Sí, el año pasado hemos tenido la oportunidad de viajar a una cuenca muy importante donde el recurso de peces ornamentales es mucho, mucho.
Last year, tú and Solo,
Sí.
Carlos had the opportunity to go to a place where there's a lot of. It's pretty. ¿A dónde fuiste?
Al Río Blanco.
Yeah, to the White River, and this is like it's a very untouched place, right?
It's
Right,
called
and-
Rio Blanco. That's the name of the river, Rio Blanco.
But it's pretty untouched.
It's a 3-day boat ride from Iquitos.
And Carlos had the opportunity to go there and see what it's like.
Sí, donde hemos tenido la oportunidad de dar capacitaciones por 6 días a los pescadores.
Him and the fishermen went for 6 days.
Y ellos están muy agradecidos por esta capacitación ya que siempre tenían problemas de mortalidades de peces.
They were very thankful to be able to go on this trip and see this because they've had a lot of problems with fish mortalities here.
Entonces, ahora no solamente toca el tema de cómo enseñarles a manejar el recurso, cómo transportar, no solamente nos toca enseñarles a cómo pescar los peces y cuidarlos, sino ya estamos tratando de entrar a un tema de cómo criarlos, ya no extraer, sino cómo criarlos.
Where he's saying here at ARCOF, we're not only trying to teach them how to catch the fish and how to take care of them, we're also trying to teach them things in the future like breeding the fish.
Y esto se está convirtiendo también en el gran reto de ARCOF.
And this is also being transformed into the big exercise, big like project, I guess kind of is the word for ARCOF.
Sí, y a través de tesistas de la universidad local, estamos tratando de trabajar en temas de reproducción de peces ornamentales nativos.
People from the university that are trying to get their thesis, or they're doing their thesis project are coming here to ARCOF to work with trying to breed fish.
Exacto, y esas experiencias y esas técnicas se pretende distribuir a todos los pescadores para que tengan conocimiento de cómo criar los peces.
And he's hoping in the future to then take this knowledge and give it to all the fishermen here in Iquitos so that they know how to do it too.
Okay.
Sí, todo bien.
Entonces,
One question.
Entonces,
¿Tienen preguntas?
No hay preguntas. There's no question.
No, un
¿Por qué
comento
estás
de tu hijo.
Cristian, eso.
So you want to
Crisito,
translate
estás
that?
hablando de los Rams.
Sí, es muy bonito. So Chris was talking about the Rams that Carlos used to have. So what do you think the future holds for ARCOF? ¿Cuál es el futuro de ARCOF?
Yeah.
El ARCOF tiene mucho futuro, ya que se ha convertido en un centro que está generando muchas expectativas, no solamente para los pescadores, para las empresas de exportación, sino que también está generando expectativas por las instituciones del Estado, en este caso la universidad, que estamos firmando convenios para en el largo tiempo empezar a trabajar a través de proyectos en temas de producción de peces ornamentales.
De nuevo tengo que traducir al mitad es mucho.
Entonces, las expectativas de ARCOF muy importante, ya que ha generado esto ha generado las expectativas de muchas instituciones, universidades, instituciones estatales.
They're making, what's the word? ¿Qué dijiste? Expectaciones.
Expectativas, la atención de
Sí,
las
sí.
empresas nacionales.
They're working here and they're trying to. He's saying ARCOF has a very bright future, and right now they're working, trying to build what is the word? I'm blanking.
Our
Expectations.
reputation.
Reputation, expectations with these companies, the exporters and the breeders here. ¿Qué más?
Sí, y con esto en el futuro se pretende trabajar con algunas especies que sí están en peligro.
And he's saying, with this, they're trying to work with fish that are in danger.
Sí, y generar propuestas a través de las instituciones para cuidar muchas especies de peces ornamentales que probablemente en el futuro se van a perder.
Yeah, he's saying, and they're trying to work with the exporters and las empresas de exportación y criaderos también, ¿o no?
Claro.
Sí,
claro.
and they're trying to work with the exporters and the fish breeders to then teach them about how to deal with these fish that are in danger, and that they're trying to teach them eventually that if things keep going the way they're going, they're going to lose these fish, these species of fish.
And what about the aquarium?
Y el acuario.
¿Qué
Acá,
pasa?
the one here?
Yes, of course.
Ok,
Of course.
ok. Sí, en absoluto. También ARCOF está formando parte de la construcción de un gran acuario demostrativo de visita al público, ¿verdad? Entonces, no solamente con fines de exhibición, sino también con fines de educación ambiental.
Uh-huh.
Ese acuario va a ser el más grande de Amazonía peruana, que no solamente
yes, ARCOF is building. We're in the process of building a aquarium right now that will be the largest, lo más grande acá en Iquitos.
En Amazonía peruana en general.
En Perú.
Sí, en Amazonía.
In the Peruvian Amazon, it's going to be the largest aquarium in the Peruvian Amazon, and they're trying to, with that, use it to teach children about environmental awareness still.
Sí, que no solo se van a exhibir los peces, sino que se va a concientizar a los niños y a muchas personas en temas de educación ambiental en esa área de peces.
They're not only just going to show the fish, they're going to also teach the kids about the fish and about the environment and how to protect them.
Sí, eso es muy importante. Es un tema muy importante, básicamente el tema de educación ambiental. Ya que a través de ese gran acuario la gente va a tomar mucha conciencia del tema medioambiental, que se tienen que cuidar los peces.
He's saying that with the big aquarium, this is going to then teach children and people to have a better consciousness for the environment. And he's saying that teaching environmental awareness is the most important thing.
Okay. Bueno. Y que sí, buenísimo, porque ya está generando muchas expectativas, solo que estamos esperando finalizar la construcción para que ya se dé a conocer lo que realmente tenemos.
There's a lot of expectations, but right now we're waiting to finalize some things para finalizar cosas y
dar a conocer lo que tenemos.
And then to let people know what we have.
Sí, y esto es muy importante porque a pesar de que Amazonía tiene más de 900 especies de peces.
900.
Sí, 900.
Yeah. Buenísimo,
sí,
inglés.
Mucha gente no conoce todos los peces. Entonces, la finalidad de este acuario va a ser de que la gente por lo menos conozca que hay.
And he's saying that there's 900 fish here. Más que 900.
Poco más de 900.
There's little more than 900 species of fish here in the Amazon, and a lot of people don't know them. And he's saying that or even know that there is 900 species. And he's saying that the aquarium is going to be a great opportunity to show people some of the species here, and then also teach them that there are 900 species of fish, and like show how great the diversity is.
Sí, tenemos también considerando una zona donde se va a exhibir peces nocturnos.
And we have
Peces que
a
nunca...
area where we're going to exhibit nocturnal fish.
Sí, son peces que normalmente la gente no conoce, pero sí existe.
And these are generally fish that people don't know exist because obviously they are active in the night. So this will be a great way to teach them that they exist.
And the people here do not go in the water at night at all.
La gente acá tiene miedo de entrar al río a la noche, ¿no?
Sí, tiene mucho miedo de entrar en la noche. Pero van a tener esa oportunidad de conocer peces nocturnos que sí hay en Amazonía.
Yeah, they'll have the opportunity to meet these nocturnal fish.
Okay, una pregunta.
Okay.
How are you teaching the locals to breed fish in aquariums, ponds? Él está preguntando, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás enseñando a los locales para criar los peces? En acuarios, en pequeños lagos, como así.
Ahorita se está construyendo lagos, pero ya tenemos poca experiencia construyendo en lagos seminaturales.
Uh-huh.
Seminaturales, obviamente, porque los pescadores no van a tener una infraestructura tan grande como sofisticada para crearlos.
He's saying right now a lot of them are using semi-natural ponds because a lot of them are not going to have. Lo siento, sorry. A lot of them are not going to have infrastructure to build big aquariums to breed the fish.
Okay, entonces ellos van a tener la oportunidad de criar sus peces en ambientes seminaturales, en tanques de tierra.
And they're going to have right now they're having the opportunity to breed the fish in semi-natural tanks, such as the ones we're building right now, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Do you want to
Because they're easy to maintain. So these are just, since the groundwater is so high here, you dig a trench a meter deep, and that thing fills up with water. Wow. So it's very easy for them to build ponds here, especially small ponds. These aren't going to be huge ponds, but they're maybe 10 by 10 feet, and so they're very manageable for the people.
¿Más?
Okay, ¿tienen alguna pregunta?
Is there any questions?
No más ahora. ¿Qué más de usted?
Ok, hasta eso pues nosotros tenemos todas las intenciones de seguir trabajando, de seguir investigando a los peces. Hemos tenido la oportunidad de viajar a muchos países a hacer intercambio de experiencias, ¿no? En diferentes países de Latinoamérica.
Yeah, so obviously the goal is to keep investigating, researching, and teaching about the fish here. And dijiste que tú has tenido la oportunidad de ir a países, ¿no?
A países de Latinoamérica. Sí.
And they've already had the opportunity to go to other countries down here in South America. And I know you were part of one of them, right? You guys went to Colombia, Brazil, Costa Rica.
Costa Rica. We both did. We're at a conference in Costa Rica where Carlos gave a talk, and I gave a keynote talk.
And they're saying, and he said that it's very nice to have these opportunities to then go there and share ideas with other people from around the world.
Sí, but my dreams, mi sueño es en alguna oportunidad poder viajar a Asia y ver los grandes criaderos que existen en Asia y poder recopilar esas experiencias para Amazonía peruana.
¿Porque son buenos?
Ellos en los años han adquirido experiencias en el manejo de reproducción de peces y una experiencia buena sería poder viajar. Es un sueño mío de poder viajar a esos países para poder hacer un intercambio de experiencias.
So he's saying his big dream in life My big dream.
Grande sueño. Okay.
His big dream in life is to eventually go to Asia and be able to see the big fish breeders they have there, to then exchange ideas like they have been doing in other countries here in South America. But he would love to go to Asia and exchange some ideas with them and with the big fish breeders there.
Okay.
Sí, a raíz de que yo he conocido a Anthony y se ha formado ARCOF,
Yeah.
nuestra actitud nunca ha sido el comercio de peces, sino es tratar de generar experiencias para ayudar a los pescadores locales.
So he's saying, since he's known Dr. Anthony, their goal has never been to make money and necessarily make money off the exportation. It's always been to give back and teach and be able to give something that you can teach to the local fishermen here and make their lives better. Pero espera, hay una pregunta. One second.
I'm going to read it off for you. Are there any species that has gone extinct in the many years he's...
Hay algunas especies de pez que tú has visto ser extinto.
Sí. Considero que hay dos especies que podrían estar en peligro de crítico, no tanto en peligro de extinción, sino que están vulnerables. ¿Puedes traducir?
Yeah, there's two species of fish right now that are critically endangered.
Una es el pencil one.
Red pencil fish?
Sí, red pencil fish. Yeah. Que es el Nanostomos morrentalleri, y el otro es un catfish que es Pseudohemiodon apitanus, Loricaria camaleón. Pencil fish está perdiéndose un poco por la mucha presión de los pescadores.
He's saying, so basically that last sentence was saying that there's two main fish that are critically endangered, and the two main fish are the red pencil fish and what catfish is it?
The chameleon loricari.
The chameleon loricari catfish.
Yeah.
And he's saying right now that the red pencil fish are in danger from a lot of pressure from the fishermen.
Sí, y es una especie que su ecología reproductiva pone un número de huevos muy reducidos.
And he's saying that their reproductive, I guess, reproductive
behavior
is very different, and they don't produce a lot of eggs.
Sí, y esto va a hacer que en el futuro se pueda extinguir. Entonces es uno de los grandes proyectos de ARCOF.
And he's saying that's an indicator that they could go extinct in the future, and he's saying that's this is something that they're investigating at ARCOF.
Sí, y la otra especie importante, que es Loricaria camaleón Pseudohemiodon apitanus, no solamente por la presión de los pescadores, sino que también la minería ilegal ecológicamente está causando muchos problemas para esta especie. Minería, la busca de oro.
Yeah. So, what's the name of the fish again?
Chameleon loricari.
The chameleon loricari is in danger of extinction because of pressure from the fishermen, but also because of the gold mining that's happening here, and that's destroying their habitat.
Sí, la minería de oro acá en Amazonía peruana lo realizan con grandes dragas de succión en el agua. Y están removiendo los cursos de agua que está generando impactos totalmente negativos.
So the gold mining situation here is they use big suction things to suck dirt off the bottom of the water, and that's taking away from their habitat.
Entonces, ARCOF va a hacer propuestas para decir de que estas dos especies están en peligro, vulnerable.
And ARCOF is doing propuestas.
Va a proponer al Estado peruano.
They're gonna give they're going to give the peruano,
Sí,
el gobierno,
del gobierno
they're going to
local.
give the Peruvian government like propuesta.
Proponer.
They're going to propose.
Sí.
That's the word. They're going to propose studies para hacer investigaciones, ¿no?
Para hacer investigaciones y decirles que esta especie está en peligro y que no se deben.
They're going to
mucho-
propose to them to be able
Sí.
to do ideas to be able to do investigations and also to notify them that they're in danger of going extinct.
¿Qué pasa de pescado monstruo?
Monster fish, sí,
El little monster.
Alasofrine. Esta especie también tiene muchos problemas por la minería de oro. Los cursos de agua se están cambiando y en el futuro esta especie sí está en peligro de extinción para Amazonía peruana.
You're saying the same
Sí.
thing is happening to the monster fish?
Sí, monster
Yeah,
fish.
it's a little scorpionid fish that you find here in the Amazon that used to be very abundant in the exporters. Now I have not seen it in any of the exporters in the past 5 or 6 years. They just
They're
don't have
in
them.
the family Scorpionidae?
Yeah.
So these fish are just like the catfish. They're experiencing a lot of problems with the gold mining because it's changing the courses of the water, the little fingers in the inlets of the water of the river, and this is getting rid of their habitat.
Sí,
Okay.
en general no solamente los peces se van a perder por la presión de los pescadores,
Mhm.
sino que más peligroso es la minería ilegal.
He's saying that although the overfishing and the pressure from the fishermen is very oppressive to the fish, that's not the biggest threat. The biggest threat right now is the gold mining here that's happening. The gold mining that's happening here in the Peruvian Amazon.
Okay. Una pregunta de Amisa. So what is something that Carlos wishes the people outside of Peru knew about the ornamental fish industry in Iquitos?
¿Cuál es una cosa que tú quieres que la gente afuera de Perú sepa sobre los peces ornamentales, sobre las
negocios.
empresas?
Yeah,
¿Ah?
empresas
Sobre las empresas acá de los peces ornamentales.
No tanto sobre las empresas, sino más por las empresas de minería ilegal, que sí están causando muchos problemas en los ecosistemas de agua.
He's saying that rather than talking about the fish exporting industry, the bigger problem is the gold mining industry here, and they're causing a lot of harm to their ecosystems.
Buen cuestión acá.
No, Don Antonio.
Es mío.
Dice que todos.
Una pregunta de gente es, de por qué exportivo de Penso 1 es raro, ¿por qué exportivo?
Ok, porque todavía el Estado peruano no ha generado un documento que se diga que esta especie ya no se debe tocar.
Because the Peruvian government here in acá en el Amazonia peruana,
sí.
They haven't created a document yet to publish that says don't touch this fish. It's in danger. So they haven't made that document. They haven't made that change yet to tell people that it's in danger. Although, according to Don Carlitos y Don Antonio, it is.
Sí.
Well, it's according to the IUCN, which is the people who publish the red list, the fish that are currently all animals that are on the critically endangered list. It's up to each country to decide what fish they will allow to export. In Peru, the only restrictions that they have are on food fish. There are no restrictions placed on any other fish except food fish, and food fish cannot be exported legally. All other fishes, whether they're endangered or not, it's a free for all. So just
Okay.
explain that to Carlos what I just said.
Él estaba diciendo que acá no hay que no hay reglas para peces ornamentales acá para exportar, no más para
peces de consumo.
Sí.
Sí, solamente el Estado peruano se ha concentrado más en hacer reglas para peces de consumo, pero no hay reglas para peces ornamentales. Eso es verdad.
For some reason, he's just confirming what you said, that for some reason the government or the state hasn't put any restrictions on ornamental fish, rather than they've only done it for consumption, for fish for consumption, consumable fish.
Sí, y ese es el gran reto de ARCOF, de que se dé a conocer de que realmente los peces ornamentales están prohibidos. Están siendo muy vulnerables, perdón.
And he's saying that this is the grand idea,
ARCOF.
job of ARCOF that they want to work towards making better is this, and to teach them to tell them that ornamental fish should be just like the fish of consumption, and they need to have rules about exportation for these fish too.
Okay.
Sí, hay mucho trabajo por hacer, hay mucho.
There's a lot of work to be done.
Sí, y ARCOF está para eso. Esperemos que ARCOF tenga mucho futuro en este tema.
And he's hoping that ARCOF has a bright future in this topic, in this field.
Okay.
Estamos muy agradecidos por todas las personas que nos ayudan a hacer de que ARCOF siga creciendo.
He's saying that he's very grateful for all the people that have helped ARCOF grow, and that it is growing, and he's very grateful for all the opportunities that they've given him.
What?
Yeah. Is there anything we can do? Ella está preguntando si hay algo que la gente allá, lejos de Perú, puede hacer para ayudar a frenar esta empresa de mineral de oro.
Sí, ese es un tema muy político, ya porque la política acá en Perú es muy raro. Entonces, lo que pasa es que estas empresas mineras están empleando mucho dinero para las autoridades y no hacen nada. Es un tema muy político.
So he's saying that it's a very political situation, the gold mining. It's a very political problem, and that's why it's kind of hard to tackle, because these are very big companies that just have a lot of money, and they just are giving a lot of money to the authorities, just kind of slaps on the wrist, so they're getting away from charges, I guess, or problems that they could face with the government just because they're giving them money to the authorities.
Yeah, and one of the problems you have when you buy a gold ring, buy a gold chain, it never says where that gold is from. So that gold can be from the U.S., it can be from Africa,
hecho de
oro.
Nunca sabes de dónde viene ese oro.
Exacto, sí, es un problema.
Yeah.
Sí.
Ok, entonces, sí, gracias por la información.
Carlos wants another question.
No, he just asked if there was a question. But el tiempo es ahora.
Está diciendo finitamos ahí, terminamos acá.
Tú hablas por 1 hora ahora.
Ya hablaste por 1 hora.
Necesito pague.
Pague una droga acá de colesterol.
Hágame,
That's his pay for the day. A little Coca-Cola Zero bottle. So I want to thank everybody for coming. Thank you for the questions. We do appreciate it. I just wanted to introduce Carlos to the world. Carlos means a lot to Renee and I. He's not only our worker, but we view him and his family as part of our family. So ARCOF is one big family here. We're not.
Sobre Antonio, estamos muy agradecidos por todas las personas que están colaborando para que ARCOF siga creciendo y que cada uno de los miembros están poniendo un granito de arena y ARCOF va a crecer mucho.
Muchas gracias
a todos.
He's just saying again, very grateful for everybody that's helping ARCOF grow, and he's saying that you are all contributing 1 grain of sand, whether it's 1 grain of sand or more. It's all the same. It's all helping ARCOF grow.
Thank you
Well,
so much.
I couldn't have said it better. I mean, that's really good words from Carlos. So gracias, Carlitos.
Okay,
with that,
gracias, Antonio.
I want to say
Gracias.
thank you all for showing up today.
Thank you
Thank
all.
you for those who are in the replay crew. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. Again, thank you. Do your water changes. Make sure you feed your fish right. Hug your family, because you never know when things happen. So with that, I want to say muchas gracias, Carlos.
Bye, gracias, Antonio.
Muchas gracias. Thank you, Evan, for your fantastic
Thank you for
translation, as Joe Haney said.
Hora de comer.
Tengo mucho hambre ya.
So now it's lunchtime here. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon here. So it's time for lunch. So Carlos will eat his bread and water. Well, Evan and I will eat our steak. We don't eat steaks here. You don't eat meat here. Yeah, pan y agua for steak. Thank you all. I will see you on.
Good day.
Bye, guys.
See you on Saturday for the California crew, if weather permitting. So again, thank you all. We appreciate you, and thank you for coming today.
Thank you all. Adios.
Bye.